Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Jalen Williams is out there with Holmgren, and it's Williams in at the center position. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Lets the 3 fly, and Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Williams.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Gordon, the pass to Brown. They get it again. Into the lane. Pass to Najee. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game.
Zeke Nnaji taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Najee.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Murray against Dort. Inside. Here's Najee. The Thunder pull it in.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Nuggets foul. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Williams up top. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Porter from outside. Williams grabs the board.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
3-pointer. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gordon down low. Williams defending. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a 3rd or 4th guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, when Gordon is on his game, he affects every part of the game at both ends.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. No good on the second free throw.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
Outside, Williams. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Porter. To the middle. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves slotting away shots just like this.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
The free throw drops for Wiggins. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Gordon outside. Here's Murray. From 13 feet, down it goes. Murray's got 5.
I just love that shot from Murray. He makes you defend him on all 3 levels.
Wiggins finds Dort. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. It's tipped. Here we go, all alone.
Yeah, and Murray, one of the best free throw shooters in this league, always happy to go to the free throw line.
Third team foul.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
The free throw drops from Murray. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
And Murray drops them both.
Well, you know, with Murray, not only can he score at all 3 levels, he's got great confidence and that championship pedigree as well.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Dort. He's guarded by Porter. Williams from long range. Pure from three-point range. He's got 6.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Najee. And here's Porter. Launches a 3. And he can't get that one. Williams in the post. Gordon's on him, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Aaron Gordon. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
That one's off.
Yeah, and it's still early, but missing free throws is something to keep an eye on.
Good on the second one. Now here's Murray. He has 7. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. From downtown. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Dort. Rebounded by Denver. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Williams, a screen on Murray. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Missed inside.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Off the inbound. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Dort. Dort's got 3 assists tonight. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 6. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
You know, sometimes you just don't match up with a team no matter what you do. And it starts to feel like quicksand.
Yeah, it wasn't a close one. And sometimes that's the kind of loss you'd rather have because it really gets the attention of your players.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Back to Murray. For 3, Westbrook. No luck on that one.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Wiggins. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wallace, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Murray. Westbrook outside. To the paint. Here's Najee. Holmgren with the block. And they're able to recover. Shot clock at 3. Murray, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Wallace outside. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Denver. Najee's got 4 rebounds now. Denver has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Westbrook against Dort. Fades away. Westbrook with the miss.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. Wiggins with it. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Here's Dort. Lays it up and banks it in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Nuggets trail by 8. Outside Murray. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Back to Gordon. Pass to Najee. The Nuggets need to get one up. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Najee. Drains the triple. Najee's got 5 points.
Well, that's the part of Porter Jr.'s game that can take him to the next level.
Wallace outside. Back to Williams. The kick out to Wiggins. Dort outside. There's the triple. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Wallace's shot is good.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Westbrook outside. Porter looks it over. Beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Wiggins passes to Williams. The kick out to Wiggins. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Strawther comes in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Pickett in for Jamal Murray. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Wiggins. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Pickett.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Williams against Porter. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
At the line for the Thunder, Williams. 1 shot.
Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Strawther. Najee sets a screen. No good on the 3. Wallace outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Williams. Defended by Watson.
Man, good whistle there.
Watson. That's his first personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Williams. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both.
When you think about it, they're trailing in part because they're giving away too many trips to the charity stripe.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Screen by Watson. Here's Strother. The Thunder with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
They really squeaked that one out. Left a few plays on the table, but ultimately prevailed.
Holmgren, the pass to Caruso. Outside, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And Williams punches it home.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Najee's got 8.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Caruso, a screen on Porter. Here's Williams. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Pickett. 11 points for him last game against Toronto. On the wing, Porter. 19-footer. And he drops that one in. Porter's got his second basket.
And that shot is a confidence builder for Porter Jr. When he's hitting these, you know he's feeling it.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Caruso outside. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He'll go on Michael Porter.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. He drops it first.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Now here's Wallace. Defense right on him. Blocked! Here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Over Caruso. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Inside. Here's Caruso. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Holmgren, and here's Caruso. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Up top, Watson. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Caruso. All alone on the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Peyton Watson.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Nuggets trail by 13. Here's Brown. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside, Williams. The 3-ball. Joe misses. And the Nuggets shooting around 35% from the field so far. Pickett passes to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Brown's got 7.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Now Holmgren. 14 points for him last game against Orlando.
And he was a menace on the defensive end in that one, just racking up the blocks.
Denver calls time.